Thursday night. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, thank you for watching and good night.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 5:30. Hot off the heels of his $4.8 million budget address, South Dakota Governor Dennis Daugaard makes an important stop today in Rapid City. The Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Governmental Affairs Committee playing host to their annual Governor's Luncheon, giving the governor the opportunity to offer up more details on that $4.8 billion budget proposal. The governor proposing an ambitious budget yesterday for a state bolstered by better than expected revenue. Daugaard paying particular attention to his plans for the expansion of the Medicaid program.
Today we've talked about an opportunity to rearrange the way Medicaid supports and Indian Health Services support care to Native Americans in a way that would relieve the state of some of that cost, and then we could use those dollars to cover the cost of Medicaid expansion, not just this year or next year, but as far out as fiscal year 2021.
Daugaard's plan means that an expanded Medicaid program could end up helping to support the health care needs of close to 55,000 South Dakotans. Although the governor has changed his mind about the expansion of Medicaid, he acknowledges that not all lawmakers will be on board with that idea. But Democratic legislative leaders have backed the move for several years. Senate Minority Leader Billy Sutton says now it looks like, quote, a very real possibility, end quote. Daugaard says that Medicaid expansion is not a done deal because negotiations with the federal government remain ongoing. He says that the state's cost for expanding Medicaid would have to be covered by other savings to move forward. South Dakota has a budget proposal. South Dakota Governor Dennis Daugaard proposing his $4.8 billion budget yesterday afternoon. Now people are breaking down those pieces. Students pursuing a degree in South Dakota may not see tuition hikes next school year if lawmakers approve a freeze included in that budget plan. Daugaard's plan would use one-time spending to pay off debt to help the state's public universities and technical schools keep tuition contained for the next school year. Mike Rush, Executive Director and CEO of the School Board of Regents, says that the freeze would help students pay for school and reduce the amount that they have to borrow or pay out of pocket. Rush says that the plan signals South Dakota is committed to quality higher education. And while the governor works on education at the state level, U.S. Senator Mike Rounds is working on education at the national level. Today, Senator Rounds making a statement on the Senate's passage of the final conference report for Every Student Succeeds Act, the bipartisan legislation replacing the widely criticized No Child Left Behind Act and shifting authority for academic standards back to individual states and local school districts. Rounds says that the new act gives educators in South Dakota greater flexibility to develop their own curriculum that best fits the needs of South Dakota's youth. Additionally, he says the bill provides certainty for South Dakota's 39 federally impacted schools and authorizes grants to improve Indian academic achievement. The measure now heads to President Obama's desk to be signed into law. Meantime, U.S. Senator John Thune doing his part for education in the state as well. The senator attaching 2 amendments to that same education bill in order to try and help tackle the teen suicide problem on Native American reservations. Thune's amendments would require the Secretary of Education to coordinate with other federal agencies to report on efforts to address youth suicide and expand the use of funds to include preventative efforts against youth suicide and other school violence. Today, Senator Thune went into detail on what the amendments mean for the state of South Dakota.
It also included a couple of amendments that I had attached to it when it passed through the Senate that deal with the suicide crisis that we're seeing on our Indian reservations. One amendment would require federal agencies to coordinate better to work in a more constructive way, collaborative way, when it comes to combating teen suicide. And the other one expands a program that is designed to provide funds to help deal with issues just like this. It's called the Project Serve Fund, which is Emergency Response to Violence Fund, and it's something that we have broadened the definition to allow preventive type activities, things that are designed to prevent teen suicide, for being eligible for funding.
Schools on the Pine Ridge Reservation have been recipients of grant funding in the past, but this amendment would allow all grantees to be flexible in creating prevention programs. South Dakota's congressional delegation speaking up for South Dakota's military. They're now urging the U.S. Air Force to base its newest fighter, the F-35, in Sioux Falls. U.S. Senators John Thune and Mike Rounds, as well as U.S. Representative Kristi Noem, sending a letter to Secretary of the Air Force, Deborah James, pressing her agency to select Joe Foss Field as the next base of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. Next year, the Air Force is expected to announce it basing its decisions for the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter to include 2 Air National Guard bases. Noem highlights the fact that South Dakota's military is known for upholding its standard of excellence.
Joe Foss Field and the airmen and squadron there has been recognized nationally for doing their job with excellence. We have the airspace there, the facility, the runways to accommodate the F-35s, and we wanted to remind the Air Force that it would be a wonderful place to consider bedding down these bombers when they come into the country and are ready to be activated. That's quite a few years off, but I think it's important that we're all unified and speaking on behalf of that happening and pointing out the excellence with which South Dakota's Air Guard does their job every single day.
There are currently more than 25 National Guard fighter bases in the United States. After the first 2 basing decisions in the coming year, 2016, Air National Guard units in additional states will also receive the F-35. The name may change, but the service stays the same. Black Hills Power announcing today it will soon operate under the name Black Hills Energy, continuing to honor the company's deep roots in the Black Hills since 1883. Customers will begin to see the Black Hills Energy logo on bills, building signage, website, vehicles, and employee uniforms by the first part of next year, with an expected completion date for that rollout by the middle part of 2016. There will be no organizational changes. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And as we hit the mid part of this week, it has been kind of a topsy-turvy roller coaster ride for all the major indexes this week, affected mainly by the collapse of the crude oil price, which has had impacts in both the energy and financial sectors. The Dow losing another 76 points today, 17,492. NASDAQ Composite down 75 to 5,023. The S&P losing 16 points to 2,048. And gold in decline as well on a somewhat strengthening dollar, down $4.08 to $1,071.70. On this day of trade. Meteorologist Louis Dorch in for Bob Riggio on this 5:30 newscast to tell us about you get the prize plum to lay out a forecast about today. What a beautiful day today was.
Oh no, it was beautiful. I mean, like we went outside. I walked outside this morning, Shat. This morning in shorts and a t-shirt, and I was like, "Is it December 9th?" Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. But no, today I would say was kind of the top end, and we're going to kind of start to begin going down after that. We reached a high temperature of 69 degrees today. That is 1 degree shy of our record of 70. But like I said, this is kind of the high point, and we'll start to see December return by the weekend.
Well, what goes up must come down.
That's right.
We should probably expect that about this time of year. We'll find out just exactly how quickly those temperatures are going to be in decline in Lewis's full forecast coming up in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy. But for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
160,000 miles. That's on average how often you'll use your car insurance. But what if you could get help with more often? And you could also get reunited with your keys, save a couple of bucks on clothes or at restaurants, even get rescued roadside. You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA. Insurance that's not just insurance.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
Black Hills Power Sports, I-90 service road between exit 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
Crispy bacon. Canadian bacon. Pepper bacon. That's 3 kinds of bacon times 1 pizza, which equals a bazillion compliments, roughly. Bring home a large Papa Murphy's Bacon Pizza, just $11. Or try it as a fresh pan for just $1 more. Fresh made, fresh baked, fresh craving. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
We see so many patients who have sadly been injured in a car wreck or fall. Worse yet, we see them settling their insurance claim without first considering the full cost of continuing medical care. If they would first have contacted More Faust Injury Law Group, the insurance company would not have taken advantage of them. To assure that you can receive the medical care you need and avoid these things from happening, contact More Faust Injury Law Group, attorneys that exclusively handle insurance claims.
Drive Granite Automotive.
Well, the Rapid City Rush are most known for their skills on the ice, but what a lot of people don't know is how much the Rush team gives back to our community. NewsCenter1's Lauren Zenzi joining us now live at the Civic Center tonight, talking about how that organization gives back. Lauren?
Thank you, Shad. I am here at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center in the Ice Arena, and I am joined by Cody Ferrio, who is a forward for the Rapid City Rush. Something you may not know about the Rapid City Rush is how much the players are actually involved in the community. So thank you for having us today. So tell me a little bit about what it means to you to be able to go out in the community and be with the kids, whether it's at the signings or any of the other events.
You know, we do a lot here at the rink after the games with player appearances, and whether it's at a restaurant or here, like you said, with a poster signing. But a time a lot of guys look forward to is when we do Reading Month in February, and we get to go to the schools and read children's books, whether it be Dr. Seuss or what have you. So that's a time that we enjoy, and we get to go see smiles and see what actually kids are looking up to you, and what it means for them just for you to come and hang out and read a book.
So it really does mean a lot to the kids, because whether or not you know it, you are like a local hockey celebrity here, because those kids look up to you guys so much, and being able to make an impact on their lives, how does that feel?
It feels good. Like just the other week, my girlfriend and I were walking our dog down at a local pond, and there was a few kids playing hockey, and put a smile on my face to see them get excited and know who I was, and a couple of them were trying to show off, so that was funny.
So tell me a little bit about the teddy bear toss that you guys are doing.
So on Saturday night, we're doing teddy bear toss. So when we score the first goal, everyone here is going to throw teddy bears on the ice for Youth Family Services of Rapid City this year. So last year, I think there was 4,000 or more bears. So
wow.
We're hoping to top that this year, and it's for a good cause. So everyone come out, bring a couple bears, and we'll litter the ice.
So you guys do so much for the community. I was here for the Undie Toss. I actually previewed that event, and I heard that that went really, really well, and in terms of getting a lot of donations for the holidays. So thank you so much for having us. And Chad, back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Lauren, for that live report. Yeah, the Rush, they do a lot for this community, and it's good to see those charitable efforts by people that are so popular and strike such a chord with local sports fans, and as Lauren rightly noted, those kids and burgeoning sports fans as well. Well, with the holidays upon us, it is the perfect time to join in on the efforts and give back to the community is part of that effort as well. Local wildlife enjoying the warmer weather today while they still can, and there is plenty to enjoy. Stay with us. Louis Dorch's full forecast coming up after the break right here on NewsCenter1.
Kevin and Vicki Bashara have lots to offer.
More seating.
We got it.
More parking.
We got it.
To-go station.
We got that.
How about a bigger bar?
Definitely have that.
Caramel rolls.
We got that. One level, no steps.
And we got that.
New salad bar.
We got it.
Later hours for the bar and a new cocktail menu.
We got that. Big windows?
Definitely have that. Who's cleaning them?
Not me.
The Colonial House Cooks with Fire, now open in their new location on Mount Rushmore Road.
If the ones you love the great outdoors, there's only one place to go this season. the Cabela's Christmas sale. Get 40% off Herter's Camo insulated hunting apparel, $90 off Occasion Injector glass door electric smoker, and up to $80 off Vortex Diamondback binos. Plus, don't miss Saturday 8 a.m. doorbusters, where the first 250 in line will receive a free giveaway. And if you can't find it in store, we'll ship it right to your door, free.
For gifts you won't find anywhere else, take a lesson from the world's most experienced gift giver. Shop Prairie Edge.
The best dealership in the hills. I really appreciate the lack of high-pressure sales tactics. Purchasing from Hirschroods was easy.
I appreciated the respect they gave me by walking me through all the features of my new car, the service requirements, and the complete warranty.
After visiting half a dozen dealerships, we liked you guys the best.
They say your best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hirschroods and Sturgis, I-90 and Exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
Hey, you know that Christmas gift you've been searching for? It's here at Presidential Pawn and the Clock Shop in downtown Rapid City. Discover South Dakota's premier showcase of amazing rhythm magical motion clocks. What could be more fun or delightful than a genuine cuckoo clock straight from the Black Forest? And fine jewelry is plentiful, from current designs to custom and estate pieces. If you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further. It's here at Presidential Pawn and the Clock Shop downtown. Why shop anywhere else?
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with meteorologist Louis Storch.
And a good Wednesday evening, everyone. We're going to start out with looking at some of the high temperatures around the Black Hills for today in the state of South Dakota. And really, wherever you look, everything was on the mild side. I guess you could say even warm out there. Now, I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, 70 is the record high for Rapid City on this day. Close to it, not quite. We got to 69, and there's a few cold spots there in Aberdeen, Watertown, and Madison, but for the most part, we're looking at 50s and 60s all over the state. Current temperatures right now in Rapid City, we are at 56 degrees, clear skies overhead, winds out of the west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. Then we'll take a quick look at our current regional temperatures, and cooler air off to the north and to the east, but still these temperatures well above average. 38 right now in Aberdeen, 38 also in Grand Forks, 48 in Bismarck, and then as we head off to the west, temperatures still once again ranging anywhere from the mid to upper 50s overhead. Now, as far as the radar goes, we are seeing mostly sunny skies today. Now, here is this system tracking just off in parts of Montana, Wyoming, also in Idaho and Utah there. A couple of these showers could make their way into the Black Hills for tonight. We could see a few sprinkles, but for the most part, we are going to be staying dry. The thing is the winds are going to pick up. So we're going to see a cold front move through tonight. So anywhere in the tan areas here, you are under a wind advisory. That's going to start at 5:30 p.m. So it's already put into place, and that's going to run through tomorrow morning. You could see a gust up to 50 miles per hour. Here in the yellow, gusts up to 60 miles per hour through tomorrow morning. Rapid City, we could see a gust up to 40 because this cold front's going to move through. Now, it's not a strong front, but it is enough just to bump those winds up, so it's a bit breezy out there. So let's take a look at our Futurecast satellite radar, see what we can expect as we move throughout the next couple of days. We'll stop this later on tonight. There's that front moving through. You can see a few light sprinkles popping up, maybe a few light snow flurries in the higher elevations. But for the most part, like I said, it's a weak front. So as we stop it later on tomorrow morning, instead of seeing temperatures in the 60s like we saw today, we'll see them only in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Mostly sunny skies in the morning with clouds building in by the afternoon. And that is in front of another cold front that'll move through late in the day on Thursday and into Friday morning. So this is going to bump our temperatures, well, to more where we should be. So we're talking about temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s starting on Friday. And we were thinking that it could bring in a little bit of snow, but it looks like most of that snow is going to stay here in the northern counties and making its way into North Dakota. So where was all that warm weather coming from? Well, for that, we need to go to the jet stream. You can think of the jet stream kind of like a barrier separating the warmer air to the south and the cooler air to the north. So what this has done is we've seen this ridge out west that's been allowed allowing all that warm air to make its way into the Black Hills. But watch as this change comes in by the weekend. Now this cooler air moves in. We can see that jet stream begin dipping way down, allowing that cooler air to come in out of Canada. We're still just calling this cool, so temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Watch this second wave move in. This is what we're going to say is more cold, with highs only in the 20s, and it looks like this is going to give us a pretty good chance of snow on Monday night and into Tuesday, which we'll be tracking that. We're still a little far out, but we'll be tracking that as we get a little bit closer to that. As far as your Black Hills area forecast for tomorrow, once again on the milder side, but we're not going to see the 60s that we saw today, and we'll see a little bit breezy in the morning. Like I mentioned, could see gusts up to 35, even 40 miles per hour here in Rapid City. Tonight, we'll be see a low temperature of 35 degrees, which really isn't bad considering our average low for this time of year is 14. Tomorrow, a high temperature of 50, partly sunny and cooler and breezy once again. Then tomorrow night, we'll see another cold front move through, so 30 degrees will be that low. Once again, not bad, and a few light snow showers are possible. Your 7-day forecast is going to show 41 on Friday. Then temperatures pretty much in the upper 30s to lower 40s through the weekend. And there comes the coldest air by Tuesday, 28 Tuesday, 29 on Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com, the current offer, get a $20 Boston's gift card for just $10. That's a big savings of 50%. So Shad, I guess you could kind of say December went on maybe a little bit of a vacation, and it's going to come back by the weekend.
Yeah, those temperatures look like they're cooling off, and I'll tell you what, that pizza looked good too.
That pizza looked, I'm hungry.
You and I were both talking about that. We're hungry right now. Maybe if we say it loud enough, will they deliver one right now?
I don't know. We could give it a try. Pizza.
I don't know how far to push this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Louis. Stay with us. More News Center 1 coming up after the break.
If your favorite part of fajitas is the tender USDA Choice Angus steak, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you. If your favorite part is the charred, fire-roasted peppers, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you too. But if your favorite part is the sizzling hot skillet, sorry, it's too hot. Remember the coffee lady? Arby's, we have the meats.
Masterforce offers the right performance at the right price with quality hand tools, powerful power tools, and secure storage. No matter what your job is, get the performance you need with Masterforce only from Menards. Right now, choose from a brushless drill or brushless impact driver, each with a 4-amp-hour battery. Your choice, $99 each. And store it all away with this 36-inch tool tower, $399. Plus, give the perfect gift every time with Menards gift cards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Dear future, please help. The present is kind of a scary place. I have no money, no job, no clothes. I feel completely helpless. But I hear good things about you, future. Like, I'll have hair, and friends, and books, and music. I can't wait to meet you.
Attention ranchers, farmers, and small businesses. The Ram commercial truck season is here. Save big on trucks and vans customizable to fit your every business need. Like 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, now with 0% financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values. Or Ram Heavy Duty Crew Cabs, now with up to $4,000 in total values. Plus, as a small business, you can qualify for up to $1,500 of on-the-job incentives. Now's the time to help your bottom line. See your local Ram dealer today.
Former Minnesota Vikings linebacker Ben Lieber is among 10 people being inducted into the South Dakota Sports Hall of Fame next year. Also among the prestigious group, Steve Heidenreich, the first South Dakotan to run a 4-minute mile, and Doug Schlepp, who ended his basketball career at the School of Mines as South Dakota's all-time leading collegiate scorer with 2,440 points. Lieber actually was chosen for induction in the 2015 class but was not able to attend, so his induction was put off until the 2016 class. The 1997 Vermillion High School graduate played 10 seasons in the NFL, mostly with the Purple People Eaters. The group will be inducted Saturday, April 9th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Now that we are in the winter months, it's time to hit the slopes, and when you head out to snowboard or ski, the main thing to do is to stay dry, warm, and safe. Also, don't forget to wear a helmet and never forget your socks. Wow, that would not be fun. And for the snow athlete in your life, Edge Sports has got your back on a great gift for the holidays.
Stocking stuffers. That's always a good thing for gifts for the holiday. Unless you want to go all out, you know, and do board, boot, and bindings to get people up on the slopes. But socks, goggles, I think you can fit a pair of goggles in a stocking. You know, beanies, gloves. If you get a big enough stocking, you can put boots or, you know, any number of items, I'm sure.
I like those stockings that are big enough to hold a car. But that's just me. Christmas just 2 weeks away, so of course, stock up while you can. And keep it right here. Louis Dorch in next with one more look at that declining temperature 7-day forecast.
You've got priorities, things that need to be taken care of and things to pay attention to. It's not easy, but you're making it work. At First Interstate Bank, we know the drill. And just as others are relying on you, you can rely on us to help keep you doing what you do best. Your world's a busy one, full of all kinds of financial choices. You've got people depending on you to make those decisions, and then make breakfast. Financial success on the go? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Explore, imagine, learn, create, play. From the classics you remember to today's finest quality toys. An amazing collection that will captivate and inspire the special children in your life is waiting at Who's Toy House. The friendly toy experts offer exceptional customer service, including complimentary gift wrapping. Every visit is an adventure. Who's Toy House in the Main Street Square Shops, downtown Rapid City.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you waited for all year. The CR-V with rearview camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
You hid your son's present in the last place he'll look. And you did the same with your husband's present. Of course, two can play at that game. It's not the stuff, it's the life you live with it. From gifts to holiday essentials, Shopko has great deals on everything you need to make it a Merry Christmas. Shopko, the stuff that counts.
Drive Granite Automotive.
Organizations across the Black Hills are asking for your help this holiday season. The Sturgis Optimus organization is turning to the public to help them collect toys in the Toys for Tots program. Everything collected will go to 300 needy children that have been identified in the Sturgis community. There are several locations throughout the Sturgis area that will collect the toys, including Wells Fargo and Pioneer Banks and Scott Peterson Motors. Cash donations can be taken to Sturgis Chiropractic, and donations need to be dropped off by December 11th. Toy distribution will take place on both the 16th and 17th of this month. And what could be more Christmas than making sure that needy kids in our community get a Christmas toy?
Well, exactly.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and you know it's just the littlest thing you do. You don't think you can make a difference, but just the littlest thing, like buying a toy, could make some child just their entire Christmas. Their entire Christmas might be the only one they get.
Yeah, and in some cases their entire year.
Yeah.
Just to know that people care about them and that we're thinking about them not just this time of year, but throughout the year as well.
Okay.
So, good thing to see.
Exactly, and we're just going to start to bring those more Christmas-like temperatures into the forecast. Shad, it hasn't really felt like December out there. Mild, but yes, as you see in the 7-day forecast, the temperatures are on the decline. 41 on Friday. We'll see temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s through the weekend, and temperatures in the 20s by next Tuesday. Slight chance of snow as well. We'll be keeping you up to date on that.
And how do we possibly appreciate those warm-ups if we don't have regular wintertime temperatures?
Exactly.
We'll see you at 10.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you waited for all year. The CR-V with rearview camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
I love a gourmet cheeseburger as much as anybody, and that's why we created the Pub Burger at Culver's.
My favorite cheeseburger starts with great beef. When you get that burger in your hand and the juices are flowing, you want to devour it.
Chef, we're going to make a pepper grinder Pub Burger.
I'm stoked, man.
We got a little Wisconsin Swiss and Wisconsin cheddar.
Those are the criteria for me. Fresh beef, bacon, Wisconsin cheese.
The 4 peppercorn mayo really sets this burger apart.
This is an ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Our new pepper grinder Pub Burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Give your family, friends, and employees exactly what they want this holiday season, a Rapid City Downtown gift card. The gift card can be used at more than 60 participating businesses for dinner, clothes, home decor, weekend getaways, ice skating, and more. The Rapid City Downtown gift card is available for purchase at the Main Street Square Ice Skating Rink or their office. For a list of participating businesses, visit downtownrapidcity.com. Downtown Rapid City card is issued by Sunrise Banks N.A., St. Paul, Minnesota 55103. Member FDIC.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206.